Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. सर कॉलेज कब से खुलेगा?
यूनिवर्सिटी का भी आया नहीं ऑर्डर, ऐसे तो आज से ही है 50% कैपेसिटी।
सर यूनिवर्सिटी से नोटिस नहीं आया सर?
ओपन का तो अभी कुछ नहीं है। ठीक है, आज न्यू टॉपिक स्टार्ट होगा, दैट इज कंसंट्रेट एंड ड्राइड मिल्क। व्हाट आर द introduction of the concentrate and dried milk product, chemical, what are the chemical composition as per the legal standard, that is FSSAI. Then quality of milk that is required for the concentrate and dried milk, क्योंकि जो कंसंट्रेट और ड्राइड मिल्क हम लोग प्रिपेयर करते हैं, कंडेंस मिल्क, इवेपोरेटेड मिल्क, ड्राइड मिल्क, उस मिल्क के लिए जो क्वालिटी होना चाहिए मिल्क, उस प्रोडक्ट के लिए जो मिल्क का क्वालिटी होना चाहिए वो बेटर से बेटर होना चाहिए। सो क्वालिटी ऑफ मिल्क इट इज डिपेंड्स अपॉन द फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द कंसंट्रेट एंड ड्राइड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट। क्वालिटी ऑफ मिल्क जितना बेटर होगा उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली फिनिश प्रोडक्ट दैट इज द कंसंट्रेट एंड ड्राइड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी उतना ही होगी। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल I will start here the introduction part of the concentrate and dried milk products. क्योंकि कंसंट्रेट का मीनिंग क्या होता है कि हम मिल्क का जो वॉल्यूम है उसको रिड्यूस करेंगे, तो उसके लिए क्या होगा, द रिमूवल ऑफ द वाटर, वो तभी संभव होगा जब हम रिमूवल ऑफ वाटर करेंगे। सो मिल्क, स्किम मिल्क, वे एंड अदर मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स, इट कैन बी कंसंट्रेट, दैट इज द पार्ट ऑफ द वाटर कैन बी रिमूव। हम लोग मिल्क को, स्किम मिल्क को हुए या अदर डेयरी, अदर मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स को तभी कंसंट्रेट कर सकते हैं जब उसके वाटर को हम लोग इवेपोरेट करेंगे और रिमूव करेंगे। सो फर्स्ट, दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग। सेकेंड, कि हम लोग, क्योंकि मिल्क क्या होता है कि पेरिसेबल नेचर होता है, पेरिसेबल प्रोडक्ट है, हाईली पेरिसेबल है, बिकॉज इट कंटेन्स द हायर प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ द वाटर। इसमें वाटर का प्रोपोर्शन बहुत ज्यादा होता है। तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि जो मिल्क प्रोडक्ट में, मिल्क को मिल्क प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट करते हैं जिसका सेल्फ लाइफ ज्यादा से ज्यादा हो। अगर हम वाटर का कंसंट्रेशन, वाटर का कैपेसिटी कम रखेंगे तो उस केसेस में क्या होगा कि द इंक्रीज द क्वालिटी ऑफ मिल्क, और वी कैन से द इंक्रीज द सेल्फ लाइफ ऑफ द मिल्क। सो द मेन पर्पस इज टू बी डिमिनिश द वॉल्यूम, उसकी वॉल्यूम को हम लोग घटाते हैं, डिमिनिश द वॉल्यूम, एंड टू इनहांस द सेल्फ लाइफ क्वालिटी। और जो मिल्क प्रोडक्ट होता है लाइक कंसंट्रेट मिल्क, ड्राइड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट है, उसकी क्वालिटी और सेल्फ लाइफ बढ़ती है। सो वाटर कैन बी रिमूव फ्रॉम मिल्क बाय द इवेपोरेशन। अब वाटर को हम लोग कैसे रिमूव करेंगे? बाय द इवेपोरेशन, and in the addition to water, volatile substances, especially dissolved gases, are also removed. So the evaporation is usually done under the reduced pressure, hence the decrease the temperature and to prevent the damage caused by the heating. So evaporation, that is the important processing parameters to reduce the volume of milk, to evaporate the water of the milk. Now the water can also be removed by the membrane process, and this membrane process called as the reverse osmosis. In the reverse osmosis, the high pressure is applied to a solution to pass its water through a suitable membrane. So water as well as the part of the some low molar masses substances passes through the membrane. Now a different methods is of concentrating is by the freezing, and the condensed milk is now the cow or buffalo milk from which is considerable portion where the water is removed. So this is the introduction part of the concentrate and dried milk product. Now, what are the definition and what are the legal standards of the evaporated and condensed milk? So we know that uh, in India there are the FSSI and BIS. These are the legal standards prescribed by the government of India. So the condensed and dried milk are manufactured by the commercial plants as per the legal standards that is prescribed by the FSSAI and BIS in our country. Now, what are the legal standards of the evaporated milk? We know that FSSAI, that is Food Safety and Standards Regulation, FSSR, it is covered under by the Food Products Standards and Food Additives. These regulations are commenced in the year 2011. So, how we can define the evaporated milk? By the name, we can justify it. The evaporated milk, there are the removal of the water. So, the evaporated milk, it means the product obtained by the partial removal of water from milk of cow and buffalo milk by the heat or any other process which leads to a product of the same composition and characteristics. So these are the definition as per the FSSR. Now, in second part, the fat and protein, we can also adjust the fat and protein content of the milk may be adjusted by the addition and or the withdrawal of the milk constituents in such a way as not to alter the whey protein to casein ratio of the milk being adjusted. इसके अलावा हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जो रिमूवल ऑफ द वाटर के बाद उसके बाद हम लोग वी कैन आल्सो एडजस्ट द फैट एंड प्रोटीन रेशियो of the milk may be adjusted by the addition, or we can withdraw the milk constituents in such a way as not the alter the whey protein to casein ratio of the milk being adjusted. It shall have the pleasant taste and flavor free from the off flavor and rancidity. Evaporated milk, it can be pleasant, it has the pleasant taste and flavor free from the off flavor and rancidity. It shall be free from the any substances foreign to the milk, means it shall be free from the foreign materials. It may be contain the food additives that is permitted in the regulations including the appendix A. There are the two appendix A and B. Appendix A describe the chemical composition and food additives that are permitted as per the FSSR, but in the appendix B, here appendix B describe what are the legal standards as per the microbiological standards. So it shall be confirmed the following requirements. So now these are the chemical composition of the evaporated milk. These are the chemical composition of the evaporated milk. First one, that is the product, means type of the evaporated milk. Second one, that is the milk fat. What are the milk fat as per the types of the evaporated milk and their milk solids and milk protein as present in the SNF part. So first, the evaporated milk, it contains not less than 8% mass by mass the milk fat In milk solid, it contains not less than 26% mass by mass, and milk protein, not it contains not less than 34% mass by mass milk protein. Second types of the evaporated milk, that is the evaporated partially skimmed milk. It contains not less than 1% and not more than 8% the milk fat. In milk solid, it contains not less than 20% milk solid. In the case of the milk protein, it contains not less than 34% of the milk protein. Third types of the evaporated milk, that is evaporated skim milk, it contains not less than 1% mass by mass. Milk solid contains not less than 20%, and milk protein contains not less than 34%. And last types, that is the evaporated high fat milk, क्योंकि इसके नाम से ही इसका मीनिंग क्लियर है, like the evaporated skim milk means these are prepared from the skim milk, then evaporated. So there are the milk fat percentage that is not more than 1%. But in case of the evaporated high fat milk, it contains the high fat milk. So the milk fat contents of the evaporated high fat milk, that is not less than 15% mass by mass, milk solid not less than 27%, and milk protein not less than 34%. So sweetened condensed milk, it means the product obtained by the partial removal of the water from the milk or cow or buffalo milk with the addition of sugar, or in combination of sucrose with the other sugars, or by the any other process which leads to a product of the same composition and the characteristics. So we can say that the sweetened condensed milk, it is obtained by the partial removal of the water. Means partial removal है, fully removal नहीं है. So sweetened condensed milk is obtained by the partial removal of the water from the either cow milk or buffalo milk with the addition of sugar. Sweetened condensed milk, नाम से ही इसका meaning clear है, that is sweetened means addition of the sugar, or addition of the sugar in a combination of the sucrose with the other sugar, or by the other process which leads to a product of the same composition and characteristics. Now the fat and protein. Fat or protein content of the milk may be adjusted by the addition or withdrawal of milk constituents in such a way as not to alter the whey protein to casein ratio of the milk being adjusted. And it shall also pleasant taste and flavor and free from off flavor. These are also described. Their standards, chemical composition and additives are also described in the appendix A. Similarly, the microbiological standards are also described in the appendix B. So now what are the confirmation of the following requirements of the condensed milk? The chemical composition of sweetened condensed milk. Sweetened condensed milk contains the milk fat. It contains not less than 9% the milk fat, milk solid not less than 31%, milk protein not less than 34%. Second type of the sweetened condensed milk, that is sweetened condensed skim milk. So its fat is lower, it is not less than 1%, and milk solid not less than 26%, milk protein not less than 34%. Third type of the sweetened condensed milk, that is the sweetened condensed partially skimmed milk. It contains not less than 3% milk fat and not more than 9% of the milk fat. Milk solid contains 28%, not less than 28%. Milk protein contains not less than 34%. And now the last fourth types of the sweetened condensed milk, that is sweetened condensed high fat milk. So high fat milk, by the name it is described itself. It contains the high fat, so the milk fat contains the not less than 16% milk fat. Milk solid contains not less than 30%. milk protein content not less than 34%. Now these are the BIS specification of the condensed milk as per the IS 1166 to 1986. First one, that is the characteristics of the condensed milk as per the BIS specification, and now the types of the condensed milk, that is full cream sweetened milk, full cream unsweetened milk, a skim sweetened milk, a skim unsweetened milk. ये नाम से ही इसका मीनिंग क्लियर है, स्वीट फुल क्रीम sweetened, so it contains the higher proportion of the fat. Total solid contains the full cream sweetened milk, that is 31%, full cream unsweetened milk contains 31%, a skim milk contains 26% of the total milk solid, and a skim unsweetened milk contains the lesser proportion of the total milk solid, that is 20%. These are the minimum standards of the different varieties of the condensed milk. Now the second characteristic, that is the fat percentage by weight. It is in full cream sweetened milk, it contains not less than 9% fat, full cream unsweetened milk not less than 9% fat, and a skim sweetened milk, it contains not more than 0.5% milk fat, and a skim unsweetened milk, it contains not more than 0.5% milk fat. Third component, that is the sucrose. So we know that the full cream sweetened milk product, it contains the sucrose. So the sucrose concentration of the full cream sweetened milk, that is 40%. Full cream unsweetened, ये नाम से ही मीनिंग क्लियर है, unsweetened means there are no sugar addition of this type of condensed milk. A skim sweetened milk, it contains 40% of the sucrose. Now the titrable acidity, it contains the maximum proportion of the titrable acidity, and that is expressed in the lactic acid. So the full cream sweetened milk contains 0.35% lactic acid, full cream unsweetened 0.30% lactic acid, a skim milk sweetened 0.35% lactic acid, and a skim unsweetened milk, it contains the lower proportion of the titrable acidity, that is 0.31. Now what are the color of the different types of condensed milk? Color shows the different varieties of the sweetened condensed milk, show the different types of the color. Bacterial count of the full cream sweetened milk, that is the 500 per gram, that is the maximum in the full cream sweetened milk and a skim sweetened milk. But the bacterial count, that is nil in the full cream unsweetened and a skim unsweetened milk. Coliform count, the negative in all types of the condensed milk. Yeast and mold count per gram, that is 10 in case of the full cream sweetened milk and a skim sweetened milk. So these are the basic BIS specification of the condensed milk. Now what are the requirements of the good quality? Means what are the grading and quality of raw milk and the pre-treatment of the concentrated and dried milk. So क्योंकि मिल्क की क्वालिटी बेटर होना चाहिए, इसकी ग्रेडिंग क्या होना चाहिए? ग्रेडिंग एंड क्वालिटी ऑफ रॉ मिल्क, क्योंकि जो मिल्क की क्वालिटी, जो बेसिक मटेरियल दैट इज मिल्क की क्वालिटी जितना बेटर होगा, जो फिनिश प्रोडक्ट दैट इज कंसंट्रेट एंड ड्राइड मिल्क का क्वालिटी उतना ही बेटर होगा. सो milk and milk product are the rich and it is convenient source of the nutrients for people in many countries, and international trade of the milk-based commodities is significant. Second, all foods have the potential to cause the foodborne illness, and milk products are no exception. क्योंकि हमें पता है कि जो हमारा raw materials है, milk है, these may be contains the various types of foodborne illness, and ये हम नहीं कह सकते हैं कि अगर मिल्क में फूडबॉर्न डिजीज होगा, फूडबॉर्न इलनेस होगा, तो मिल्क प्रोडक्ट हमारा इन्फेक्टेड नहीं होगा. Now the dairy animals may also carry the human pathogens such as the pathogens present in milk may increase the risk of the causing foodborne disease. जो डेयरी एनिमल्स होते हैं उसके द्वारा भी मिल्क में फूडबॉर्न डिजीज हो सकते हैं. So now we can maintain the composition of milk. Many milk products makes them good media for the outgrowth of the pathogenic microorganism. So the potential we can check the contamination of milk with the residues of the veterinary drugs, pesticides and other chemical contaminants. जो हम लोग मिल्क रिसीव करते हैं उस मिल्क में हम लोग देखते हैं कि ये मिल्क that is not contaminated by the residues of the veterinary drugs, pesticides and other chemical contaminants. So overall we can say that we can maintain the proper hygienic conditions as well, proper hygienic conditions throughout the production, throughout the processing, throughout the handling operations. It is essential to ensure the safety and suitability of this type of food products. So the good quality of milk and milk product, we can maintain the good quality, we can use the good quality of milk so that our finished product will be safe. So these are the some conditions for the better of the finished product. First we take the milk. We know that milk is the normal mammary secretion of the milking animals obtained from one or more milking without either addition to it or extraction from it. It is intended for consumption as liquid milk or for further processing. Milk product. Second type, that is milk product. The milk product is a product. We know that what is milk product? It is the product by any processing of the milk which may contain the food additives and other ingredients that is functionally necessary for the processing. Third one, that is the composite milk product. कि composite का meaning क्या होगा कि composite means these are a product of which the milk and milk product or milk constituents that is essential part in the terms of the quality of the final product as consumed, provided that the constituents do not derive from the milk and are intended to take place in part or whole of milk constituents. Reconstituted milk product. So by the name it is described the addition of the water in the dried milk product, dried or concentrated milk product. So that is known as the reconstituted milk. Basically we can जो reconstituted milk हम लोग prepare करते हैं to maintain the proper SNF by the addition of the water. Recombined milk, क्योंकि recombined milk, these are the combination of the milk and SNF, milk fat and milk solid not fat in their preserved form with or without the addition of water to achieve the appropriate milk product composition. Recombined में हम लोग बहुत सारा चीज को mix करते हैं, milk और milk product और some additives we can mix it. How we can achieve the high quality of milk? जो high quality milk है हम लोग कैसे receive करें और we can how we can determine each type of milk is maintain the high quality of milk. So the quality of the raw milk is the single most important criteria that determine the quality of the end product. क्योंकि ये हम पहले भी कह चुके हैं कि जो raw milk की quality होगी that is determine the final or end product. Now the quality of the raw incoming milk is is dependent on the sanitary procedure that is followed during the milk production and transportation. The quality of raw milk that is dependent on the sanitary procedure, क्योंकि मिल्किंग हम कैसे करते हैं, प्रोसेसिंग कैसे करते हैं, मिल्क का प्रोसेसिंग कैसे करते हैं, that is depends upon the sanitary procedure followed during the milk production and transportation. These are also depends on the health of the cow or buffalo milk. A healthy cow milk produced under the clean environment, clean and hygienic utensils, free from the cholesterol, and prompt cooling in the milk as soon as possible after the milking, and transport under the refrigerated condition. So these are the conditions to maintaining the high quality of the milk for the production of the concentrate and dried milk product. So we know that different parameters we can check. We can check the in received milk is thoroughly checked for the organoleptic quality and platform test. जो हम मिल्क रिसीव करते हैं, मिल्क रिसीव करने के लिए जो बेसिक जो पैरामीटर्स है उसको जो हम लोग चेक करते हैं बाय द ऑर्गेनोलेप्टिक टेस्ट और बाय द प्लेटफॉर्म टेस्ट. ये दोनों टेस्ट से क्या होगा कि क्विक एग्जामिनिंग ऑफ द मिल्क, रॉ मिल्क को हम लोग जितना जल्दी से जल्दी होगा उसको एग्जामिन करते हैं. दैट ऑर्गेनोलेप्टिक टेस्ट और प्लेटफॉर्म टेस्ट, इस टेस्ट में क्या होता है, टाइम कंज्यूमिंग नहीं होता. सो दीज आर द बेसिक और प्राइमरी parameters for the checking of the quality of the received milk, quality of the raw milk. In organoleptic qualities, we can see the color, odor and taste. जो organoleptic होता है हम लोग स्मेल से लेते हैं, टेस्ट और ऑर्डर से हम लोग डिटरमाइन करते हैं organoleptic test. In addition to this, we can also check the platform test. जो जल्दी से जल्दी हम इस टेस्ट को कर सकते हैं, क्विक यानी without time consuming. We can check the COB, float on boiling test. जो प्रोसेसिंग पैरामीटर्स है वो हम लोग करते हैं COB, फ्लोट ऑन बॉइलिंग टेस्ट. बहुत ही सिंपल टेस्ट है ये. अल्कोहल टेस्ट, अल्कोहल टेस्ट it plays an important role for the preparation of the condensed milk. अल्कोहल टेस्ट, अल्कोहल इंडेक्स टेस्ट ये भी हम लोग करते हैं for the determination of the suitability of milk for the heat processing. When producing condensed milk or dried milk powder for commercially use, it must comply with the certain bacteriological, chemical and physical standards. जब ये पैरामीटर्स हम लोग रिसीव करते हैं मिल्क को by these parameters, either by the organoleptic और प्लेटफॉर्म टेस्ट. इसके अलावा हम लोग जो मिल्क की क्वालिटी हम लोग देखते हैं दैट इज बाय द बैक्टीरियोलॉजिकल टेस्ट, बाय द केमिकल टेस्ट और फिजिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स. सो बाय दिस टेस्ट वी कैन डिसाइड द क्वालिटी ऑफ द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट. इट इज ए फंक्शन ऑफ द रॉ मिल्क क्वालिटी. जो फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी होगी दैट इज ऑलवेज डिपेंड्स ऑन द क्वालिटी ऑफ द रॉ मिल्क. सो व्हाट आर द क्राइटेरिया? What are the basic criteria to define the high quality of the raw milk? हम पहले भी ये डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. It has a normal taste and appearance. अगर हाई क्वालिटी रॉ मिल्क होगा तो it has a normal taste and appearance. ऑफ फ्लेवर नहीं होगा, मीन्स कोई भी ऑफ फ्लेवर जैसे पेस्टिसाइड्स या वेटनरी ड्रग्स या पेस्टिसाइड्स ये नहीं होगा. सो इट हैज द नॉर्मल टेस्ट एंड अपीयरेंस. सेकंड क्राइटेरिया दैट इट हैज ए नॉर्मल केमिकल एंड फिजिकल कंपोजिशन. एबनॉर्मल जो केमिकल और फिजिकल कंपोजिशन होगा, जो लीगल स्टैंडर्ड्स होगा उसी के आसपास होगा. सो इट हैज द नॉर्मल केमिकल एंड फिजिकल कंपोजिशन. इट डज नॉट कंटेन द हार्मफुल केमिकल कंटामिनेंट्स और रेसिड्यूज. इट डज नॉट कंटेन हार्मफुल केमिकल कंटामिनेंट्स और रेसिड्यू। अगर इसमें कुछ भी रेसिड्यूज होगा तो इट डज नॉट कंटेन द हार्मफुल नहीं होना चाहिए। इट हैज ए लो टोटल काउंट ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया एंड सोमेटिक सेल्स। जो बैक्टीरियल काउंट होगा, माइक्रोबायोलॉजिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स जो होगा, ऑलवेज इट शुड बी लो। Here we can see in the tabular form what are the quality of raw milk, what are the basic selection of the quality of raw milk for the manufacture of condensed and dried milk. These are the parameters and what are the desirable levels. कि अच्छे क्वालिटी, बेटर क्वालिटी ऑफ रॉ मिल्क के लिए हम लोग कैसे डिटरमाइन करेंगे दैट इज बेटर फॉर द मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ कंडेंस्ड एंड ड्राइड मिल्क. So these are the some parameters. By these parameters, we can judge the high quality of the raw milk. First one, that is the appearance, smell and taste. ये हम अभी just discuss कर चुके हैं. It has the normal smell and taste. It means it has absent of the flakes or clots. अगर flakes और clots होगा, that has abnormal. So अगर better quality का raw milk होगा, so it has the appearance, smell and taste. Sediment taste. By the sediment disc से हम लोग sediment test करते हैं. जो foreign materials होगा, extraneous particles milk में available होगा, means dirt, dust particle होगा, so we can check by the sediment test. So this is the simple test, that is sediment test, and the desirable level of the sediment test, that is 0.5 to 3 milligram per liter. अगर होगा भी dirt and dust और foreign particles मिल्क में होगा तो उसका लेवल कितना होगा, that 0.5 to 3 milligram per liter. Milk fat and milk SNF, that is as per the legal standards. जो मिल्क फैट और मिल्क एसएनएफ होगा मीन्स एबनॉर्मल नहीं होना चाहिए मिल्क फैट और मिल्क एसएनएफ. अगर मिल्क फैट और मिल्क एसएनएफ जैसे कॉ मिल्क, बफेलो मिल्क का जो लीगल स्टैंडर्ड्स है उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली होगा तो ये बेटर होगा. अगर ज़्यादा होता है या बिलो होता है तो उस केसेस में ये डिजरेबल नहीं होगा. डिजरेबल लेवल क्या होगा, we can obtain the milk fat as per the legal standards. Similarly, we can obtain milk SNF as per the legal standards. Now the acidity. Acidity plays the important role regarding the quality of raw milk. The maximum acidity of the raw milk less than the 0.5% lactic acid, because lactose is converted in acidity. Lactose, milk contains the lactose. Lactose is converted to the lactic acid. So the maximum not less than 0.5. pH. We know that the pH of the milk, the milk of the pH is 6.6 to 6.8. Heat stability. अब मिल्क की क्वालिटी जो हम लोग डिटरमाइन करते हैं बाय द अल्कोहल टेस्ट, बाय द अल्कोहल एल्जरी टेस्ट, बाय द अल्कोहल नंबर्स, इनके द्वारा भी हम लोग हीट स्टेबिलिटी डिटरमाइन करते हैं. सीओबी टेस्ट भी हीट स्टेबिलिटी के लिए होता है, बट अल्कोहल टेस्ट दैट इज द केमिकल टेस्ट, बिकॉज अल्कोहल टेस्ट में केमिकल इन्वॉल्व है, सो इट गिव्स द बेटर हीट स्टेबिलिटी फॉर द कंडेंस्ड एंड ड्राइड मिल्क. इन हीट स्टेबिलिटी, the heat stability of raw milk, that is 10 minutes at 140 degrees centigrade, and its alcohol test, it should be always negative. Means alcohol test either 63% पे करते हैं, 65 पे, 68% पे करते हैं, वॉल्यूम बाय वॉल्यूम alcohol test, and it should be always negative. Over this slide, the next parameter, that is copper and iron. The desirable level of the copper, that is 0.1 milligram per kg, and iron, that is 1 milligram per kg. Heavy metals, pesticides and insecticides. We have already discussed about this. Heavy metals, pesticides or any veterinary drugs, it should be absent Antibiotics. The antibiotics, the measurable level of the antibiotics, that is 0.02 IU per ml. Somatic cell, the microbial standards of the raw milk, that is 50,000 per ml. MBR test, methylene blue reduction test. We know what are the MBR test. MBR, that is methylene blue reduction test, microbiological test है ये. So for the sweetened condensed milk SCM, its MBR test not less than 3.5 hours. But in case of the evaporated milk, the MBR methylene blue reduction test not less than 2.5 hours. DMC, direct microscopic count. We can see the by the microscope the DMC, that is direct microscopic count, not more than 10 lakhs per ml. Total bacterial count, the standards measurable level of the total bacterial count, that is 1 lakh to 5 lakh CFU colony forming unit per ml. And the last one, that is the microbiological standard, that is Risajurin test. Risajurin test, that is either 10 minutes or 1 hour. Risajurin test is determined by the disc rating. The disc rating is varies from 3.5 to 6. That is permissible, that is measurable. The Risajurin test, it should be determined by the disc rating. The disc rating, that is 3.5 to 6. That is the measurable level of the Risajurin test. कुछ क्वेरी है, कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हो. हेलो.
यस सर.
क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हो रिगार्डिंग क्वालिटी ऑफ मिल्क. एक टेस्ट जो हमने डिस्कस किया, सीओबी टेस्ट और अल्कोहल टेस्ट, दोनों हीट स्टेबिलिटी के हैं, बट बेटर जो हीट स्टेबिलिटी देगा, दैट इज केमिकल जहां इन्वॉल्व होगा, दैट इज अल्कोहल टेस्ट. इसको हम प्रैक्टिकल पार्ट में और थोड़ा एलोबरेट करेंगे. प्रैक्टिकल पार्ट में इस वीक में है प्रैक्टिकल, उसको और थोड़ा डिटेल्स बताएंगे. कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हो. या कुछ क्वेश्चन होगा तो बाद में पूछ लेना. हम एंड करें क्लास.
यस सर.
थैंक यू सर.
कुछ भी क्वेरी होगा बाद में भी पूछ सकते हो.
थैंक यू.
फिर कल भी क्लास है, डिस्कस करते हैं. अटेंडेंस भेज दो.
थैंक यू.